Yeah, Coach Kia. What up? Talking about that good money. What we talking about? We talking about philanthropy. Coach Kia Croom playing A, B, and a C. It's no fantasy, she can make it reality. Best in the field like a first string athlete. Fundraising and marketing, she get tactical. Tackle your issues with a playbook so your cash can grow. She can show you just what to do. Coach Kia Croom, when she touch down, it's a W. Coach Kia, put me in the game, coach. Coach Kia, put me in the game, coach. Coach Kia, put me in the game, coach. You an all-star, show me how the game go, 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 go.
Oh, my mic was muted. Look, I'm talking to y'all and y'all can't even hear me. How you living out there? It's your favorite fundraiser, Kia Croom, the one and only, bringing you another segment of Winning Wednesdays. Hey, how you living out there? If you on the line, talk to me. I'll talk back. It's my pleasure to be in fellowship with you. We got a fun episode convo coming up, and I'm just glad you're here in the place to be on Wednesdays, the fundraising and marketing playbook. You heard? So first and foremost, I'd be remiss not to acknowledge my partner in crime, my sponsor, Bonterra, a social goods software company dedicated to powering those who power social impact with best-in-class case management, corporate social responsibility, fundraising, and engagement solutions. That's a whole word. I said a mouthful. Just know that they're doing big things, big things. And I'd also be remiss not to mention Kia Croom Fundraising and Philanthropy, a Black woman-owned fundraising firm that's rooted in inclusion and equity. Why? Because inclusive is as inclusive does. Y'all, I am so excited to bring you today's episode. It's all about winning plays. And I got good people with me here to bring you this win and play. I'm joined by Amy Sample Ward, the CEO of N10. I'm not even gonna hold you. Amy?
Hello.
You on the mic, Amy?
Y'all, I mean, who can compete with a custom intro song? Like what? Like we are showing up real today. This is amazing.
Yes, real. And so I'm just gonna take a moment since you lifted that up and I saw you vibing in the green room. Amy was all into it. Coach Kia, put me in the game, Coach. Coach Kia, put me in the game, Coach. Coach Kia, put me in the game.
Oh my gosh!
All-star, show me how the game goes.
I know we're here to talk about the NTC in a minute, but like, you need to be there. We need to bring this like intro song energy to the conference.
Let's do it because I got a secret for you.
Okay.
I'm there.
Yes.
And I'm speaking.
Yes.
And I'm representing.
Yes.
So yes, it's gonna be, listen, we're gonna figure something out.
Yes,
y'all.
we are.
We're gonna figure something out, y'all. Okay.
Yes.
So Amy, I thought it was important to bring Amy on here to dish on all the deets around N10. For those of you that have not attended an N10 conference like yours truly,
like the Kia,
the Kia, her, this will be my first. And I want to get the most out of it. So
yeah.
Just like one of the people on the line that haven't been, I need to know what it is, what it's about, what we gonna do, who we gonna see. So I got one question for you, Amy.
Yeah.
You on the mic. What's the play?
The play is 23 NTC. And within it, it's like one of those secret plays. Okay. This is you practice all season. You don't bring this out till you're at state, right? Like you don't want anybody to know this play. One time a year play, because inside of it, it's got, the extra hook, the extra pass, the everything inside of it play, right? The NTC, I think there's a few things that make it super special. The first is that while N10 is the organization's name, and it is just an acronym, like we all just live with that. But, while N10 is the organization that holds it and stewards it and makes sure it happens, we did not create this conference. The community created this conference even before N10 was formed. Right? Okay. So that feeling that the community is leading is what we want to still be part of the conference, right?
That's rich, Amy. That's really rich. So we're talking about community powering, right? Yes. Community centric. And we love that on the Fundraising and Marketing Playbook.
Yes. So there's a lot of ways that looks. Obviously, there's some things that N10 is always going to do. We're not going to expect the community to come up with $1.5 million to pay for a convention center and a bunch of food, right? Like we will take that as the organization and figure that out. But the content and the magic, we want that to be in the community's control. So we've got nearly 150 sessions that will happen in Denver, virtually, and some of them in both places. And those came through a whole process, right? People submitted sessions, community members voted on those sessions, community committees did the final selections. But outside of those sessions, there's so much set up for community members to say they want to talk about something, to say they want to meet somebody, and have the infrastructure in place to do it. There's ways to submit lunch topics. There's ways to organize dinners. There's ways to learn about things in the exhibit hall, which is just, I know that sounds exhibit hall, like you're going to walk around and somebody's pitch something to you, but that's like where we have the party all day. So there's parks in there, there's skee ball in there, there's a pickleball tournament, there's table tennis, there's coffee all day. You want to know where the coffee is? It's in there all day. Okay. Yes. So lots of places to connect.
I'm going to have to make an appearance there because I love a good party. You know, and I can get into a good party and get into a working party at the same time. You know, sometimes that makes for a good combination. Not all the time, but it'll make for a good combination next Wednesday. Yes. So count on me to be there, and I'm gonna find you. You know, you on my list of people to see and talk to while I'm there too. Just know that.
Yes. Well, and I'll say, you know, table tennis tournament is getting full up. Pickleball tournament is getting full up, but we have not yet opened the signups for the sip and paint. You do not have to have alcohol, but we have a local artist, Marcus, coming in to lead painting class, 30 people only, on both Wednesday and Thursday. So lots of opportunities to, you know, we know the conference for so many folks is the only conference they get to go to. They're given one kind of professional development opportunity, right? And to be our best professional selves, we also have to have space and time and resource to rest and nourish the rest of ourselves, right? So we are not only talking about technology at the NTC, right? There are lounges for different identity communities. There's quiet space, there's painting, you know, there are places to go for restoration that aren't related to your job title or your mission area, right? That are just restoration for you as a person, because y'all, the world is hard. Don't even read the news, you know, it's hard. It is hard in this world. And we all want to make it better. So that means it's going to be that much harder for us because we're really facing the truths of how hard it is, right? So that we can deal with them and change them. And we need space and community to just sit silently in a lounge on a couch next to somebody, right? Like we just need to relax too.
Right. So this is an experience, is what I'm hearing. I'm hearing inclusion. I'm hearing restoration. We haven't even talked about any of the speakers or the itinerary. I mean, like, this is food for your soul. This is community, powering community. You know, something for everybody. I mean, if you're the introvert and, you know, you kind of want to hold some space for other introverts, or if you're like me and you're super social and you love to paint and sip, will there be any libations there with the paint and sip, or is it just the paint without it?
Yes. Everyone can choose.
Yes. Hair flip.
Yes.
Yes, she will be there. You get it. You got a good Pinot or Cab, I'm there. Okay?
Yes, nice.
I'm all about it.
Great.
This sounds phenomenal. It sounds like fun. I want to take a moment and just lift up that my sponsoring partner, Bonterra, will be there. Y'all, if you're at the event, make sure you stop by booth 619 and show some love to the Bonterra folks. I'll be there and, you know, stopping by and hanging out with them. And if you're not able to be there in person, there's still opportunities to check out Bonterra's virtual session on how to approach a digital communication strategy with data. And that's gonna be all the rage. I mean, what else can
even
we?
Just title, oh my gosh, that session's gonna be good.
Yes, it is. And let me tell you who's there. That session is co-hosted by Bonterra's Chief Fundraising and Engagement Officer, Kimberly O'Donnell, and Penny Molden, Associate VP of Digital at Sandy Hook's Promise.
Wow.
Yeah. Wow. And I'd also be remiss not to share my session that I will be facilitating. So let's get into that. I will be facilitating a session on AI and technology and how I believe, and I believe this. We know that I don't really do stuff that I don't believe in, right? I don't want to do it. If I don't believe in it, I'm not doing it. I'm doing a session on AI and technology and how people of color-led organizations can leverage AI as an equalizer, right? To level the playing field, because we know that for people of color-led organizations, and the same is true for organizations run by and serving historically marginalized social groups even, right? You know, organizations that tend to be a little bit behind the ball due to structural inequities. I want people of color-led organizations to know, listen, you can harness the power of AI to get a multitude of things done. Use it for social good. Use it to make life more manageable within those lean teams that you might have due to having fewer resources than some of the larger, better resource organizations, right? I will also be sharing ways that I'm using AI to curate content, to optimize work funnels and workflows. So I'm going to be dishing some of my tricks of the trade for the people in the room. And it promises to be insightful and entertaining. So check me out.
Oh my gosh. I'm going to totally come in and stand in the back and holler for you. That sounds amazing. I mean, I love that you're talking about that and that we're talking about it in this place that's about fundraising and marketing, because technology, we read scary, very scary AI news, right? And we chalk it up to like, that's over there in the technology sector. And we're over here in fundraising and marketing. It's not separate. They're not separate sectors. We are using the same tools. We might have a different job than somebody over there, and we might be in a different organization, but we can't pretend that those things are separate. We have to understand what's going on. And even half of the N10 community is marketing and fundraising folks, because often we're the ones in organizations who are testing out new tools. We're the ones who are closest sometimes to community and hearing the community say, I need this, or I want to hear from you in this way. And so we start playing with the technology first. And we don't have to be scared of it because we don't have some fancy white dominant system told us was important degree in that topic. Like, we don't need that. But if we don't learn about it at all, we can't make good decisions about whether it is for us or not, right? We have to know about it and not be scared of it so that we can
absolutely
really think this through. And there is a place for AI, but that place needs to be in its right place, right? Robots doing what robots do so that people can do what people
do.
Yes.
And do best.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm excited about that. I've teamed up with Fundraise to facilitate that, and it's gonna be a dope session. So check me out. I don't know if it'll be made available in the virtual setting or not. I don't know the particulars of that, but good people, I'm just encouraging you out there to tap in because registration is still open, Amy.
Yep. Okay. We are just about at 2,000 registrations, but that's total. And there's people that are registering to be in Denver, which you can still do, but get on it if that's what you're planning to do. Try to get a hotel, a flight, or a train ticket, whatever you're doing. But also you can still register to attend virtually. And there's sessions that are only in Denver, sessions only online, and then there's some sessions that are hybrid in both places. And those hybrid sessions and the virtual ones will all be available for 3 months online. So even if you are just hearing about the conference now, you really want to go, but you have a conflict on one of those days next week, that's fine. You can still register, still get the content afterwards.
No, this is really, really, really good, Amy. So talk about, are there any sessions that, you know, are on your radar that you think folks should, you know, give a second look? Is there putting together their agenda and you know, maybe some people that, you know, in particular, you know, want to engage with community and want to meet people, you know, any speakers? Talk to us about it.
Yeah, it's so hard because there are so many. We have almost 300 speakers, and another kind of example of the uniqueness of the conference, those 300 speakers are also community members, right? We don't have folks, like, you're not flying into Denver to talk and then peace out, right? Like, you're there to be part of it. And so it's not just somebody coming and talking and leaving. It's somebody attending a session, learning from someone, going to their session and teaching, and then going to another session and learning again, right? Something that I think is really interesting is there are a few different sessions that meet this, but I'm always really interested in folks who are saying a year or two after a campaign, here's how it went. Like, we'll actually tell you what we tried to do, if it worked or not, what we learned, what the email open rates were, how many people donated. You know, I love those because I feel like sometimes when we look online to try and find an example or a case study, well, we just already know it's going to be successful and it's going to feel like some organization that was already like systemically positioned to do well. And so it doesn't feel as helpful. But these kinds of sessions where it's like, yeah, just another one of us, you know, just another organization. And they can get into, we've never fundraised like this before, or this was our first time doing a virtual gala in a pandemic. Like, none of us had done it before. Here's what we learned, right? So I'm really excited for some of those, just kind of like pull back the curtain sessions and really talk about it. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, I'm glad you mentioned that because I'm a realist, right? One thing about me, good, bad, or indifferent, I'm always tell the truth, right? Like, woo, we tried this and boy, was it a bust. Boy, was it a bust, right? I was scared I was going to get fired.
Right.
You know, the results of this came in.
Yeah. oh, we couldn't print that report today. Right. Sorry, give me a week. Yeah.
Exactly. You know, I mean, like keeping it real, because I'ma just be honest. I have been a nonprofit fundraiser for, I could keep going, but we're just going to say 20 plus years, right? I'm still trying to keep, you know, I'm not ashamed of my age, but whatever.
But also it can be a little bit mysterious. Yeah, that's
right. It's mysterious. So 20 plus years, I've worked with organizations of all sizes, the growing, I don't like to be pejorative, we're assets framed. We call them growing organizations, right? Medium size, large. Everybody ain't got their house in order. No. You know, I mean, I've worked for organizations that are 30, 50 years, and there's still inevitably some degree of capacity that could improve, right? So those hacks, the degree to which we can be transparent and stop making it look like the work is just super glamorous and everybody is on their square and in their bag all the time. No, we test things, and some things are a complete and utter bust.
Right.
We put messages out, and inevitably something might tick off a donor, and they might, somebody might say, if I ever get another communication like this, I'm done with you guys. Or I tried to make a gift online and it was too hard. You've got me going to 2 and 3 different landing pages. Why is it so hard to make a gift? Like, I think that those candid, transparent conversations are where the real transformative learning takes place.
Yeah. Yeah, 100%. And I think there's also this feeling that isn't ours, so we don't have to keep it. Like, just set it down and walk away, you know, let it wither and disappear. But this feeling that has been put onto us that only certain organizations do qualify for X, Y, and Z, right? That only certain organization sizes or missions or have to have already been in existence for so long, or people with a certain degree or identity or experience. And like, that's not true. That's not real. That is the system trying to maintain itself, right? And so when we let go of that and say, actually, I could be just as good at that, or my organization could be just as great at this, right? Absolutely. We just unlock so much more. We have N10, outside of running this conference, we have a whole world of programs that we run year round. And one of those is doing research projects. And for a decade, we did research in how organizations were budgeting for technology, how they were spending money on it, how they trained their staff, you know, all those different pieces. And then a number of years ago, a mysterious number, maybe 6, maybe 6 years ago, we turned all of that decade of data into a totally free assessment tool that has over 90 questions. Hundreds of organizations use it all the time. And when you answer all these questions, it then, you know, gives you a custom report. And we have funders who are now using that to say, if you want capacity building grants, take this assessment, and then we'll trust those are really your priorities, and we'll give you funding for that, right? So use this tool, techaccelerate.org. Use this tool however you want. It's always free. You don't have to do anything. We don't sell your data. We're N10. We don't sell anything. Unfortunately, we'd have a great business if we did, but we don't sell anything. But one thing we have found through all that 10 years of research, and now, you know, even though we can see the data now that it's in the assessment tool, it doesn't matter how big your budget is. It doesn't matter how many staff you are. It doesn't matter how old your organization is. It doesn't matter what mission area. None of those things have any correlation to how effective an organization is doing in their scores.
Hello.
It's not about that, right?
Hello.
It is about making the best decision for the budget you have, for training the people that you have, whether that's 3 people or 300 people, right? Mm-hmm. If we can approach things, like you're saying, asset-based, but great. Who are our people? Let's train them so that they can do what they need. What tools do they need? Let's get those tools, right? If that's our approach, we are effective, you know?
Right. I like this. I really, really like this. And I'm excited. I mean, this is going to be my first, and I know it won't be my last in 10. So I am so excited. And I will also, just for the good people out there, not only will I be at N10 on Wednesday, and you were talking, Amy, I was thinking to myself, oh Lord, because I am one of those people that's going to present and mingle a little bit, and then I got to fly out because I'm going to be at the AADO case conference in Atlanta Thursday morning on a panel at 9:30.
Okay, well, Peyton Smith is at 3:15 on Wednesday.
Oh, man.
Can you make it?
No, I'm going to be making it to the airport to get to Atlanta for the case conference. But what I am going to do is, make the most of the day before my session, because I am going to have to blow out of there. And it just seemed like everybody had a conference in April. I'm here, just kind of like, I told my sons, I said, listen, I'm not home this month.
Yeah.
They're 18. They're both 18.
Nice.
Well, my son and everybody knows I call him my bonus baby. They're both 18. Listen, my house is going to be the spot for April because Mama is gone. Mama's on her chitlin circuit at all the conferences, and the 28th, I'll be at the Equity and Leadership Conference.
Nice.
I want people to bookmark these. I'm telling you to bookmark these, not because, I just want you to see me, right? Yeah, I want to see you and meet you out there, but I want you to assess what spaces make sense for you to plug into while there's still time. I know that AFP Icon is this month. I mean, it's just everybody and their mama had a conference this month.
It's the season.
Right, 'tis the season. So back to N10, Amy, what do you, because I know we got to get out of here. This will be my final question to you. What do you want people to know about N10? The biggest takeaway?
I mean, I think truly the biggest takeaway for N10 in general and for the NTC specifically is that it is for you. Everyone is welcome there. And you will likely show up and find that person where you say, I didn't know anyone else worked in an organization with this mission and had this job and was late to the meeting and told now you have to be in charge of the database. You'll find that other person that is also dealing with the same things. And I think it's that feeling that we're alone, and then we just everything, it's like all the lights turn on because you realize you're not alone. That is the feeling we hear so many folks say is the feeling they have when they get to N10 in general or the NTC as a conference.
And I'm going to keep it a buck, Amy, because it's like, okay, I'm a Black woman with blonde braids going to a tech.
You will not be alone.
I had to ask a few people, do I need to put away my heels? Can I wear, my camo and my and sneakers?
Oh my gosh.
Or people going to be looking like, okay, what conference was she going to today?
Oh, you can wear, what we tell attendees ask, what should we wear? It's not a conference where people are wearing suits unless that suit is like the thing that makes you feel amazing, the thing that makes you feel ready to rest and have restoration and have deep connection with other people. If that's wearing a suit, if that's wearing heels, if that's wearing camo, if that's wearing sweatpants, I don't care what you're wearing, right? Because I don't care what you're wearing while we're changing this world, so long as you're next to me and we're doing it together, right?
You better, that could preach, Amy. Don't play with me. Listen, I get excited. That was a whole word of inspiration. I don't care what you got on, as long as you standing with me to change this world. That's a mic drop, Amy.
All right, bye.
That's a mic drop. Amy, you did not have to drop the mic on us like that. So you did not have to drop the mic on us. But seriously, this is great. And I'm being vulnerable and transparent, and I'm pretty comfortable in any space I'm in. But I did think okay, which version of apparel,
Right.
you know, and then I was like, camo wins, you know, sneakers wins, right?
Yes.
Sneakers win, camo wins. So I will be there. And, you know, I am just really, really, really looking forward to this. I want to meet folks. I want to mingle.
Well, make sure we get a hug in on Wednesday.
Absolutely. I could listen, and I could use a hug. Well, Amy, this has been so much fun.
Thank you for letting me join you.
No, thank you for finding the time. I was like, oh, this is cutting it really, really close. But yeah, that is next week. And yeah, we want to get Amy on here today. So thank you.
Yes. Thank you. I can't wait to see you and give you a big hug. Let's go do this.
And just like that, folks, the play of the week is in 10. We'll see you there. And just like that, you know the rest, good people. We out of here.
Yeah, Coach Kia. What up? Talking about that good money. What we talking about? We talking about philanthropy. Coach Kia Croom playing A, B, and a C. It's no fantasy, she can make it reality. Best in the field like a first string athlete. Fundraising and marketing, she can tactical. Tackle your issues with a playbook so your cash can grow. She can show you just what to do. Coach Kia Croom, when she touch down, it's a W. Coach Kia, put me in the game, coach. Coach Kia, put me in the game, coach. Coach Kia, put me in the game, coach. You an all-star, show me how the game go, 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 go.